Oh, hey there. Well, it's that time of year again for fantasy football. I'm a little bit under the weather, so expect some awkward jump cuts and pauses. Okay, my team this year, this is my first time doing this, so I know I'm not an expert, but you want to keep track of my team or take some of my advice on your draft, this is what I've done, okay? Now, I had the fourth pick of 13 teams. So, as you can imagine, LT and AP were long gone by the time I got to pick. Still, I did pretty good. First pick, Tom Brady, okay? You know what? Last year, he would have been the man to have. I'm hoping he repeats with this success. So, I got Tom Brady, and I had to wait a while to pick again because the board moved down, and then it kind of worked back up, so it's something I didn't really expect at first. Backup quarterback's Matt Leinart. Maybe he'll start. By week 4, when Brady has to sit, it could happen. Okay, my running backs, I've got Darren McFadden. There wasn't a lot left, so I had to go for rookie. I hear a lot of people say that he reminds them of Adrian Peterson, so hopefully he'll kick some butt. I also have Fred Taylor, a veteran. I think he was good for like 1,200 yards last year with like 223 carries. That's pretty good. Very productive back. And then kind of in backup right now are 2 Bears running backs, Adrian Peterson of the Bears, not the Vikings, and Kevin Jones. Hopefully one of them gets a start, and I don't think Kyle Orton or Rex Grossman are going to be throwing a lot of passes, so expect the Bears to run. Now in receiver, I kind of dropped the ball. See, my plan is to go with someone who can just get a lot of catches. That's because in my league, each catch gives you a point. So, Wes Welker. And that's really my main plan right here, was everybody with touchdowns is gone. I want raw catches. So I'm going to be starting Wes Welker, and I can start 2 tight ends as wide receiver. So I have Jason Witten and Jeremy Shockey, and I'm hoping that Shockey rebounds and really gets the Saints offense rolling. Witten had a lot of grabs from Romo last year. It's going to be good. And then back up, I've got Isaac Bruce and Robert Meacham. It's going to take something pretty drastic for me to start them outside of the bye weeks of my starters. Okay, on to kicking. I've got Nate Kading. I'm expecting San Diego to score a lot of points. That's good. But maybe if I'm lucky, LT doesn't really produce this year and they have to settle for some field goals. Hopefully some long field goals. I get extra points for that. I also have David Akers. You know what? A few years ago, that's a pretty good pick. So, something happens to Kading, Akers, you're in. Okay, defense. I picked my defense around the middle of the draft. I don't really know what I'm doing. I probably could have waited, but people right ahead of me were saying San Diego and Dallas, and I knew I had to do something before I end up with the Dolphins. So I grabbed New England. I know they're a little old. That's okay with me. I'm hoping that they can get some interceptions, force some fumbles. You know, last year I think they were number 2 defense in fantasy. Even though they're projected low, they get the job done. I also have the Browns. I'm thinking that the Browns could get to the playoffs this year. It's going to take a lot of defense, and I know that's just wishful thinking, but week 4, maybe the Browns will have one good defensive day. Okay, well that's really all I've got for you. I'm still a little under the weather. I'm working on some other stuff. I'm trying to get some stores set up here so that I can create some merchandise and come up with some good t-shirts for everybody to possibly buy. See you next time.